Okay. Now this is the follow-up for the day. Okay. What I have to do now is basically do like the rest of you do. This is the United States of America, and I'm no different than the rest of you, and I have to live in this society. So I'm going to get me a basic 9 to 5 or whatever works. Anywhere from 35 to 40-hour-a-week job that pays enough to pay my existence and my sustainability on planet Earth, pay my taxes, pay my rent, and get my food, and get a vehicle, have it running, drive back and forth to work. Try to use it as little as possible once I get myself established, but I'll need it because it's a necessity in my environment, in my community, because my entire society revolves around and is built on the automobile, so I have to drive one too. I would like to get away from that, but I'm just work here and I'm just a regular working slob like the rest of you. I have to sign off on those beautiful kids that I adore because of my family advocates to help my children from someone crazy like me, which I dearly appreciate. And in the history of our time and the way things go out, if they end up working out good for us as a human family as all, you helped set an example of what, like Dad said, you can learn from people what to do as well as what not to do. And I'm quite sure in a lot of ways it was what not to do, but you were following the societal norms, so you did what you felt in your heart was right. But how many times have you guys told me about what your heart will do? Your heart will do the right thing when you have faith in God, and it's real faith, and it's unshakable faith. And science can't disprove it, and lie can't disprove it, groups and networks can't disprove it. And you guys were drawn to Jesus because Jesus was the right person to be drawn to, but you were drawn to Jesus by people who set up networks and sell Jesus like he was a commodity that you could bottle up and sell him like a bottle of soda, and that's a lie. And so the closest thing you've ever come close to in your life to being like Jesus was the one person who you betrayed and put down and told him he was a liar and a heathen and a terrible person because he was nothing like Jesus. That's just the truth, but don't feel bad because that happened to Jesus. It happened to others like me in our family line. So, like Jesus said, and you have to practice that principle. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And they really must not, because if they knew what they were doing, they wouldn't do what they did to you. Okay? So it's true. And half the time when I'm going through stuff, I hardly know what I'm doing trying to react to this irrational group of people that I have to coexist with. It's panicky. It's sometimes, I'm not scared much anymore. No, I'm agitated. I sometimes go around in a high state of agitation. But it's just life. It's because it's our relative connected. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this job. I'm going to go get a 9 to 5er. And then I know my principles and my modus operandi and how I have to behave to function in the United States of America. I have no real opinion unless it's given to me. I'm not able to talk about anything which are reserved as called as religion or politics publicly because it's too offensive and we don't talk about that because we're trained not to, because it keeps us from any kind of controversial subjects that keep us quietly, mindlessly consuming and destroying our planet and exploiting other people and not saying a peep about it and just letting it happen and drive off to our own relative collective disaster. So I have to do this. I have to be a part of it. I'm an American. I have to function with other people that have to function in this life like I do. So I tried my hand at being a civil rights activist for about 2 years. It didn't work. So now I have to go back to work with the rest of you. I have to drive a car, get sports tickets, get Aggie tickets, but not talk to anybody about anything that's meaningful, thoughtful, or trying to save ourselves from our own self-destruction. I have no opinions unless they're given to me, and I have no civil rights unless, of course, they revolve around the fact that I'm being creative and have a job and make money and find a way to create some kind of irrational-based revenue from it. So I'm just going to quietly subsist in a fashion that's comfortable to me but not over-exorbitant and doesn't produce anything creative that creatively kills my pride at an exponential rate. I'm a part of the problem, but I'm going to try to be as minimal part of the problem as I can. I'll live within my means, love my dog, love my cats, sign off on my kids, and then hopefully try to set up some conditions to where I can visit Patrick and Emily. I'm not allowed to by the courts to visit the other kids because thanks to my family and other people like them, I'm considered a threat to my children because I'm not considered a lucid individual by psychiatric evaluations from the state of New Mexico and the state of Arizona, I'm not considered a lucid individual to be around my children. But my ex-wife, who met a guy online and was having cyber sex with him and screwed everybody, never mind, fucking assholes. But because we're not going to go into that. We've gone over that 1,000 times. Okay. People can come up to you by a network and at face value tell you they're special, and you'll hand your kids over to them and they'll molest them, and I don't want to hear it anymore. Okay, one more of you hypocrites get up in my face, try to pass it off like I'm some kind of crazy mook or some kind of irrational, elusive psychopath or something like that. If I'm at work, I'll just smile, take it, go back to work, PC and all that and everything like that. I catch you out on the street, you jump up in my face, you try to sell me something illegit and stuff like that, I'll make sure I verbalize it for everybody to hear, and that you hear it, and you know you are getting your ass so kicked that you never want to open your stupid mouth ever again. Okay? I've been through hell and back. It's been horrible. I've lived a horrible, fucked up life because of people that make money, create money, and pass around jobs, create jobs, hand out pieces of papers to tell people they're intelligent, and they pay fucking money for it, which is destroying our environment. So if you come up to me and think you have something to fucking teach me, you might want to think twice before you open up your stupid fucking mouth in public in front of other people around me ever. Because you will leave looking like the biggest dickless wonder or the biggest skank hole vagina fish market bitch that ever walked on the face of the planet. Do you understand me? All right. Now, I am perfectly able of walking through your bullshit, talking through your bullshit, and surviving through your bullshit, and behaving in your bullshit in the most bullshit manner that you guys could ever have. I can Charlie chicken pot pie my way through life real easy. But what I do in my own time is my own thing. I don't cause problems. I don't cause discontent. I only want to help create unity, respect, and help save the world from ourselves when we're being irrational, fearful, and stupid. So I'll light a fire under you, and I'll be your biggest critic, but I'll be your biggest promoter. You can hate me and love me at the same time. Feelings probably mostly mutual. All right? So, after this weekend on Monday, I'll go and pursue my job, get my training, get my stuff started, pay my rent. You'll know where to find me if you want to come visit me in my trailer and my little car and see Zeke. Zeke's definitely worth getting to meet because he's real good with dogs. He kind of alphas kids somewhat, so they have to come in and not get too excited with him and be kind of calm around him, and he'll jump around and love him, and then just what you ought to do is just let him show that you like to scratch around his neck right here and on his belly. Don't come up on top of his head if you're a little kid. He thinks you're trying to alpha him, and he gets kind of growls at you. So all you got to do is just sit there and say, I like you, Zeke. You're a nice guy. And then as soon as you start scratching that belly, as soon as he's got a belly to rub, you've always got a place to rub, and he's your buddy. And then, of course, he likes it if you share hot dogs and steaks and other things like that. But he's a good guy. But he gets his pecking order thing. He's got a lot of alpha bullshit in him. But he's a sweet dog. He's real cute, but he'll kind of growl at you if he thinks you're trying to alpha him and he doesn't think you're the alpha. That's alpha over there. Yeah, you're not alpha. I'm next in line to alpha. That's Zeke, man. That's how he is. So you got to deal with him that way. It's just my dog. He's a good dog. But he's worth meeting, and he's a really great guy. And he's got to have some relations to Jiggles and Vip. Because every time I talk about a video thing and he gets a collection about Jiggle Vip, I call him Jiggle Vip. He gets up and he wiggles like Jiggles all across the place. He jumps around and he can't stop jumping around. He loves me. He sits there, Jiggle Vip, I'm a Jiggle Vip. He's related to Jiggle and Vip. Yeah. How did he end up in Cochise County? I don't know. How did King David's hereditary Judean king nephew end up in Las Cruces, New Mexico? It's not a stretch that one of the pups that came from the line of Jiggles and Vip ended up in Cochise County from Doñana County. I mean, fucking come on. Be a fucking complete moron not to figure out the logistics on that one. That's pretty fucking easy. They could have ran there. That's a dog. Okay, fuck. All right, so just yeah, no, he's related. He looks just like a combination between the two, and he acts a lot like both of them. He acts like Vip, and he acts like Jiggles, and he looks a lot like a combination between Vip and Jiggles. He has strong genetics, and he connected, and he found me. It's really weird. Man, life is cool. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Really does, man. But I'm going to just, like I said, I'm going to suppress myself. Will express myself online and stuff like that, but in a public venue and stuff like that, I'm really going to work on suppressing myself, guys. I really have to. There's too many people in the networks and in the thing, still working the thing, that make my life too hard physically, and I have to coexist with the rest of you guys. I've got to get a job. Okay, they've cut off my food stamps, so I can't keep coming in and focus on this so much. I know once I get a job, then I'll get a laptop and the whole 9 yards and stuff like that, and we'll see how it goes from there. I'm still going to try to limit my internet access and stuff because it gives me headaches, and it takes a lot out of me, and it drains me, and it's very physically depleting. And I would like it to where, you know, if you guys, it would be really nice if we could get to a point where it's like I come up, you know, I could just sit there and then feel a connection and go online, or just, because I thought about it, you know, I saw that thing of Shahrukh Khan, I can't say his name, King Khan in India, you know, meeting all those people, and I was like, okay, can't you just watch my YouTube videos? Do I really have to go, like, you know, because I saw that Michael Moore movie, A Slacker Uprising, I'm like, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go on a 60-city tour and go to the Pit and go to the Pan Am and go to the McKell Center and go to the Key Arena and talk in front of 17,000 people, you know, for 2 months straight, every 2 times a week. And no, I don't want to know. Go watch my YouTube videos. I don't need to talk to all you people. You're just crazy. No, I don't want to do it. No. What if people need to connect to you? Then go watch my YouTube videos. It's healthier and feels better when you meet people face to face. But that's not meeting people face to face. That's standing on a stage in front of 18,000 people talking. That's totally different, man. You don't want that? No. I guess if I have to, I will, but no. I'd rather just stay home. And you can watch it. He's on YouTube. You watch his YouTube videos. They're very informative. I don't want to talk in front of 20,000 people. No, I don't want to do the arena circuit stuff and everything. No, it's not safe at this time. There's too many wacko people. He thinks he's Jesus, we got to kill him. Oh, thanks. He's the Antichrist. You are aware of the fact that the word Satan means accuser, so anybody who accuses someone else of being the Antichrist is in fact what? The Antichrist, exactly. The word Christ is meaning that the anointed one most loved by the Creator, which means all grace of life is most loved by the Creator. It shows just that God loves you by giving you life, so all people are God's children, which is the good news of the New Testament, and telling the Hebrew people that we're all God's children, we're all related, because all things being relative, he's a genius and you're not. What? And so is Muhammad, and also is Haile Selassie, and so is their nephew, or their relative Ralph. Hi, Ralph Earl Parsons Jr., nice to meet you. I'll be your local neighborhood messiah now. Would you be liking this? No money, please. Just be nice to me, and I'll be nice to you. Unless, of course, you need your ass kicked. But if you think you could, okay, if you're abusive and I kick your ass, you did it to yourself. Okay, but I'm not an abuser. No, I don't like to abuse people. Sometimes in my acts of Indian abuse, I seem abusive because I do not like abuse, but I love you, so I have to love. So I'm commanded to love you, so I love you. So please don't take it personal if I kick your ass. Just like when your dad kicks your ass because you're doing mean things to your siblings. Just don't take it personal. Just stop being mean to your siblings. Simple stuff. Okay? God, I love you guys so much. So please, I don't judge none of you. No, I just understand the situation. I'm just trying to help lovingly correct things. And so I got to live in the world like you guys do. So I got to get a job, make my $9.50 an hour, sign off on those kids. It's just, basically, it's like the rich people rubbing my nose and shit because I rub their nose in their shit. So you rub our nose and shit, we rub your nose and shit too. I know. Okay, but you see what I'm doing? I'm anti-bully, you're the bully. It's kind of like, yeah, that whole thing with propaganda and Michael Moore, and I watched that Slacker Uprising. It's just propaganda. He goes, no, I'm anti-propaganda. You guys threw propaganda at us to get us into the war. Now I come in like anti-propaganda so we can have somebody else better. Al Gore really wasn't the answer either. Kerry wasn't the answer either. Even Barack is just a helper to the real solution, which is more truthful way of living. No one human being is the answer, and Barack told you that. Don't believe in me, believe in what we can do when I go there, and we try to restore the government to the people and make him be a servant of the people instead of everybody trying to kiss his ass and serve the president up. Halliburton and lots of money. And yeah, they did. There's no skirting around it. I don't think Walker was in on it as much. He was kind of like, don't, and he's, what are we doing here? And got in the family business and got caught up. But George Walker Bush is not a horrible human being. I don't think, some of them are less nice, fun, want to hang out with human beings than others. But George Walker Bush is not a terrible guy. But yeah, that part when he's sitting there smiling when they're doing the tenant to serve him up with all his buddies there, that was pretty fucked up. Yeah, there's a lot of things that were pretty fucked up. I'm not sure if he liked it, but then you could see where he tried to reach out and he felt shitty about it, and he gave him the Medal of Honor and stuff like that, Congressional Medal of Honor or whatever, and stuff like that. So George Walker Bush isn't a bad guy. He's just in a really fucked up business and family business. You think your family's dysfunctional. Shit. Go hang out with the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Tudors, and the Bushes for a while. You'll run back to your family and say, how's it going? Okay. Oh, man, yeah. No, man. So, you ever seen the Whites of West Virginia? Or whatever, from the Jackass guy, the ones that Johnny Knoxville loved? Yeah. Man, these rich people, some of them, they make those people look functional, man. Oh, shit, no, I'm serious. They just do it in a lot more. They're like, what is it? Polite. Okay? Polite society, complete, mean, evil, pretentious assholes. But they're very polite. What did we do today? Well, we started a war today that created an oil economy and an illegal drug economy and laundered all the funds through it. How many people died? Oh, it's just quite a few, Bravo. I don't know, 500,000, whatever, and stuff like that. But it's quite all right because they really helped provide and stimulate the economy. Yeah, it's fine. It'll be just. It was actually a brilliant economic move, and we got rid of a lot of people that were just basically causing a lot of environmental disastrous problems. It really worked out quite well. Oh yeah, you'd be proud of it. It's sick. No, it's absolutely sick. You look at them, you're in the same room. Like, if I have to sit in the same room with you, I'm gonna go like that one guy does. The dancer dude that you just as soon look at you and be your friend, or just start taking a knife and stab you in the chest with it. That's how you'd feel. Why am I not killing you? You're such an evil fucking person. Well, you don't understand. I'm just cleaning up. I'm just keeping the planet clean. I'm just cleaning up the mess. But you create the mess, and then you clean it up. And then you are the mess. You're the problem. You're the cause. It's you. You may be polite, but you are disgusting, and you suck. Well, here, let me make you look at yourself. Oh, I want to beat the shit out of me and shove my face down my own toilet and flush my whole body. Exactly. Okay, you feel better now? Okay. No, I feel like shit. Don't feel like shit. Just change the shit. Just stop being the shit, and you won't feel like shit, and you won't think those people are shit, and you can just flush them and not even care. Okay, now let me help you out. That's what I do. But I'm not allowed to do it because I'm insignificant nobody who doesn't comprehend or understand anything, and this is a lunatic who thinks he's really special. No, I know I'm really special, and so are you. And if you think you're not, then you're a lunatic. But the only way to be special is see the grace of life in everyone, honor that grace of life, promote that grace of life, and make everybody feel like they're really special. That's what I do. I'm just kind of limited in my ability to do it right now because I'm not one of the people that's in charge or in leadership positions around here. If I move into a leadership position, which is probably would be a good thing, I feel good for all of us. If I don't, it's all in due time. Someone like me will move into a leadership position, but you don't want that position. No. It's like with the police yesterday. I told you when I got on one of the subjects here about the police on campus. When Daniel was telling me about, the Plato's Republic, the police should not want to be police. It's not necessarily like that. He's not comprehending it. The police should not want to have to do their job unless it's absolutely necessary. But to say that the police should not want to be police, meaning protectors should want to be protectors but not want to have to ever protect. They should want to be just have that presence and be kind and loving and protecting and never have to really use their police abilities to do anything to have to actually usually practice their job. You want to be ready to do your job, but you don't want to have to do it. No. You mean everybody? The best way to describe it is footsteps in the dark. Yeah. Doom, 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 doom. Ice Cube, but it's not. It was a good day. Yeah, he went and played basketball and did this, and nobody didn't have to use his gun all day. It was a good day. And, this is how we do it. It's Friday night, the party's here on the west side, and all the drivers, the gangbangers got it out the drive-by, and we're all just here having a good time, and everybody's just loving life. We're all doing like we should, taking care of each other, and everything's all good in my hood. It feels so good in my hood tonight. See what I'm saying? That's what a cop wants. Yeah, just to sit there and go, wow, man, we went through the whole night in East LA, and there was no drive-bys. No gangbangs, no fights, not even the girls and the guys didn't even get into a macho scrap with the, it's like, at the park. And you went through and all they had was apple juice and nobody got in a fight and they all just went around and everybody went home and it's, wow, this is like, oh man. That's like everybody's wet dream, and especially a cop's, and that should be a cop's wet dream. I came through, I had to do my job, I had to stand there, I had to show that I was somebody that would protect people, but I'm not a big macho guy who thinks he does it. I do it because it's my job, and then I go home, and every day that I have to do my job, when I have to do less head crushing and more just watching, saying, dude, good day, all right, see you tomorrow, all right. That's a good day. That's what it means, okay? So the cops shouldn't want to be cops. They shouldn't want to have to be enforcers. They want to be there to protect, but only have to enforce it in extreme conditions, and that we set up such loving conditions that the enforcement is almost non-existent. We actually, it should be the big story should be, yesterday, Officer Gutierrez had to arrest somebody. No way, what the fuck happened? A guy, what? What was wrong with him? Well, we set him down. We found out he was just really having a bad month. I mean, he had miscommunication with this and that and that. And no way. Yeah, so then he just lost it. And then I had to restrain him and cuff him and lock him up. Oh, no way. That's just horrible. What happened? Well, we brought him in. We talked him down. We had him there. He's doing fine. He's going to have about a week of some assessment and some help, and then he'll be back out, and they'll have his place at work waiting for him, and he's all ready to go. All right, cool, okay. What was it like? It was traumatic. I hated having to lock him up and cuff him. It was just horrible. Well, to have to take somebody and put them in a vulnerable position but he could trust me. I wasn't going to abuse him. And I put him in the vehicle, and we took him down there, and we told him everything's going to be all right. That was cool. All right, guys, how are you going? To protect and serve is the dream of all people that really love. All right, and to be served if needed and protected also. You have to allow people to love you. I'm working on it. I love you guys. Blessings and peace.